myself and I don't need 100 guys. Nigga, watch what you saying when emotions running high. I just run and catch fades. Nigga, who you gon' mind? I got niggas in chains that'll put you on a vibe.
This is not where you supposed to be at. And all these, and there's a lot of things that exist, a lot of people that exist that's doing that here.
All right, so that kind of leads me into my next question, right? Now, I need an honest answer, bro. I'm going to ask you this in good faith, bro. I need an honest answer you can give me. Please do not be politically correct. Do not think, oh, somebody might see this. I want an honest answer. Because I have a perspective on it, but this is not my interview. I'm interviewing you. But because I have a perspective on it, I would like to hear somebody else's perspective, because maybe I'm geeking. How do you feel about safe streets?
How do I feel about safe streets?
Oh, let me frame the question like this. We was just talking about non-profits who scam, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cause let me say, cause I don't want it to sound leading. Let me start off by asking this: have you seen a significant impact that safe streets have made in your part of town, East Baltimore? Honestly.
No, I haven't. I haven't seen it.
Now, I'm only mentioning them. I'm forgive me for those who may be a part of Safe Streets that may watch this video. I'm not trying to single them out. They're like one of the biggest non-profits in Baltimore City. This is why I'm asking. Like, Safe Streets been around for as long as I can remember. I could remember being young, 8, 9, 10, playing in the streets and, you know, seeing Safe Street people. And it's just like, it's 2025 and shit been worse, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And shit, we can even throw the church in that category based off of what my perspective. But okay. So would you say they're on the? Let me just ask this last question. Would you say that they're on that list of scammers?
I say this, right? Because I answer your question because you just now asked me, right? All right, so yes, I put them on a list of scammers, but you gotta understand who they are, who runs Safe Streets.
All right, break it down.
So, Safe Streets not owned by Safe Streets. Safe Streets owned by Catholic charities.
Oh, was it started by a Catholic charity?
No, let me get to it.
Okay.
I'm about to get to all that. So, Safe Streets in different branches. Don't you see different branches of Safe Streets in different parts of the area? Mm-hmm. So it's different people that own different branches of it.
Okay.
Right? So for me to say they scamming, right? I can say that, right?
Okay.
Listen, I'm not about to say anything in their defense, but I want to say this. Things start off certain way and then it end up a different way. So I can have Lakewood Outreach Community Center and build Lakewood Outreach Community Cafes, Lakewood Outreach Community Center Gardens, Lakewood Outreach Community Center this, and then I can get a team surrounding this, put it in their hands, right?
Okay.
And then it can turn to something else now. I get people involved, but now the people involved.
Hold on. I want them to hear you. All right.
Because the people can, you'll have something set up a certain way and the day artists work for it, but then you get people involved and things start to shape a different way. We dealing with boards and stuff when you talk about 501c3s and real paper. So somebody can vote you off the board.
Right, like, even if you founded it.
Even if you founded it. Not saying that this happened.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to explain is that things change over time depending on who you have in it. Maybe Safe Street started off where as though it was doing the right thing. Like you just now said, you testified to growing up about Safe Streets and seeing what was going on, and maybe we wasn't able to see that effect then because we were so young and we couldn't see. They probably really did have a real effect. We didn't do our research on that. But things change over time, so right now, they're failing. They're failing.
Let's be honest.
Like, you don't have a problem asking the question. I don't have no problem with answering the question, but it need to be answered with some type of respect.
Okay.
So I'm going to answer respect because this is still our brothers. You don't want to ever get out here and show a separation of us to the masses. You understand?
Right.
That's what we had to do for each other. We need to talk about these things in the shadows, but they're really not trying to talk. And the truth is what's being said right now. They're failing us. But I'm not one to only talk about things that's going wrong. Let's talk about how we create a solution. What we can do is create a solution with the stop the violence thing, with cleaning the neighborhood, with involving beautification, with stopping the violence, and make that one and the same. Because there's no way we can ask somebody to do something around something that looks toxic. You asking somebody not to be toxic around an area that's toxic. It's just going to start with the perception they see when they walk out their front door. It's going to start with that.
That's like jumping. That's like asking somebody to jump in the pool, but expecting them not to get wet. If you in that water, you're going to get wet. It's by default. So it's like, you're right. It's nothing but toxicity. So let us go.
So
that's a really good point, though.
yeah, I want them to understand. They my brothers, and what we have to do is make stopping the violence together with healing and keeping the neighborhood together. We have to do healing the neighborhood, which is taking care of the neighborhood from a beautification standpoint, and then we can talk more about what needs to be done inside these neighborhoods as far as violence, and all that clicks together.
Okay, so what part does the government play in it? Because let me just say this real quick. If you got an organization, right, and they're saying they're a non-profit, and the government is backing them for real, they approved this 501c3 tax exemption. Let's because a lot of times we say 501c3, and I think we need to say it in its entirety. So for the novice people who might not know exactly what that is, 501c3 tax exemption. It's a tax exemption. You're being exempt. The government don't let nobody not pay taxes. So you got to be doing a service to them if they exempt you from taxes. But I'm saying that to say this. What part do they play in it? Because they got eyes. Government got eyes, bro. They got cameras everywhere. They watching us 24/7. They see the state of so-called black affairs and people in our community, how it's getting worse, and how they're funding these people and it's having no impact. Why are you not taking your money? Why are you not creating some order or structure? So I just don't want to just blame them, because niggas gonna do what you allow them to do. You get what I'm saying? And if they're able to get all this money and not really do nothing, like say you get $20,000 and you only take $1,000 of that and you spread it in the hood and you pocket 19, and you constantly able to keep constantly doing that without any type of correction or any type of what's the word I'm looking for? Punishment. Of course you would keep doing it. You're being tempted to do it. Well, you're allowing yourself because you're being drawn out by that own desire. And if the government ain't fixing it, ain't trying to fix it, they just as guilty. So for your organization, your program, what could the government do to assist you? They failed with some one we was just Safe Streets and a number of other ones. But what could they do to assist you in a real way, to where you can have a real impact on the community?
See, it's all a group effort. So what they could do to assist all the grassroots organizations that's doing the real work is fund them to push forward the work that the real work that they already doing. They're purposely funding the people that's not doing the work so it can stay the same.
Exactly.
You gotta get the play. You gotta get the play.
Mm-hmm.
So they not trying to fund it. They choosing not to fund the ones they're just taking ideas from. So they'll call these neighborhood meetings, these community meetings, and then they'll take up all the ideas from a young Lakewood Outreach Community Center that's so fired up in that meeting, saying all the ideas he got because he think it's going to get somewhere with them. No, what they do is take them ideas and then use it
and give it to another nonprofit.
There we go. They give it to another nonprofit that they want to see win because they are attending to the agenda that they want them to attend to,
right.
Which is not do much but show a lot. That's why he keep taking pictures and stuff like that, showing things that ain't really happening. So with the wrong thing they doing is not funding the grassroots organizations that's doing the real work out here. And that's all you should really want. That's all we really want in the East Baltimore Storage District. All we need is the funding because we doing the real work. See, the thing is this. They will get next to you. Don't get too close to these upper echelon people that you look at with the money. Because they get next to you and put you in the light. And then they're going to hear your ideas, right? And then they're going to take your idea. And then they're going to make you obsolete. So let's go for one example real quick. So that's like the Black Panther